Putting the pieces together, hope and change. Wesley Community Center invests in the potential of individuals and creates opportunities to strengthen families and build neighborhoods. We believe that your neighborhood should not define your dreams. We invest at every age and at every level, and the individuals we are investing in are giving back to the Houston community every day. By investing early, we are able to save the community resources for the future. The individuals that go through Wesley are committed. They have the same dreams that everyone else does. They just don't have the opportunity.
Age 0 to 3. Brain development. Children learn what they live. 90% of brain development occurs by age 5, yet only 5% of public education dollars are spent on early childhood education. Babies' brains are wired for learning through connections that are frequently used. The process of how this is done shapes how a child will think, learn, remember, and interact with the world, laying the foundation for their future. Age 4 to 5. School readiness. Preventing early achievement gaps. As many as 60% of Houston area kindergartners cannot identify letters, count, or write their name. By the time many low-income children reach kindergarten, they are already far behind their peers in school readiness. Pre-K is an important strategy to promote school readiness and close achievement gaps in elementary school and beyond.
Wesley provides a high-quality preschool program where activities encourage self-expression, help children to develop various motor skills, and regularly expose children to literature, language, arts, music, science, and nature. As many as 250 infants, toddlers, and preschoolers receive services at Wesley each year. Without the support, many would already be behind by the time they start kindergarten.
Elementary school. Mastering reading by 3rd grade. One book is available for every 300 children in low-income homes. A significant number of children get to 4th grade without learning to read proficiently, which puts them on the high school dropout track. The ability to read is critical to a child's success in school and lifelong learning potential.
In fact, their families that we service have bigger challenges than what our school can solve. It's important then that we build relationships with organizations that understand that and that can provide, in partnership with us, those big solutions.
Many Wesley children have never left their neighborhood. They have never gone to a museum, played sports, or have even seen the ocean. The activities we provide are their first exposure to dance, music, art, and organized sports.
Wesley House was almost a daily part of my growing up in the near north side. Many friends living around the area. My elementary school not too far away from here, Sherman Elementary, middle school. But in the early years, I was a Cub Scout. I belonged to a pack right here at the Wesley House. And then also as a kid, this is where I learned how to dance ballet folklorico. And the only problem with that is that I thought I was gonna get to meet girls, but they ended up pairing me up with my sister. So that wasn't a whole lot of fun. But Wesley House nonetheless was a place where my friends and I could find a welcoming environment to play basketball, to be part of the Cub Scouts, or to be involved in some of the sports. It was also one of the places where I strapped on my first boxing gloves. So always a place to have a sense of community, a sense of welcoming, and obviously many friends and community leaders that supported us and looked over us and gave us role modeling and support through our younger years. So Wesley House felt a lot like a good house.
We believe that enrichment activities will spark an interest that could have a lifelong impact. How do you dream big when the view outside of your front door is as far as your imagination can reach?
Middle school. By the end of 8th grade, students need to develop interests, goals, and a vision. 1 of every 5 students in Houston doesn't graduate from high school. Middle school is a critical point when young adolescents can either move in a positive and hopeful direction, or they can enter into a negative downward spiral. Decision-making and problem-solving skills are critical to reducing violence, fostering social and emotional intelligence, improving academic effort, and preventing at-risk students from giving up.
The CLAW program helps them with future learning because it gives them the opportunity to engage with each other through conflict resolution, through critical thinking, through team building, because at that age in life, you need to be able to understand your surroundings, understand what's available to you, the different options that are available to you. And that's what Wesley's CLAW program has been able to do for middle school students. Give them opportunities to think outside the box. Think outside the areas in your community that you're vulnerable to keep you away from negative things. It's a positive reinforcement that opportunities are available and you can lead these on your own.
High school. Graduating from high school with plans to reach his or her full potential. Only 1 in 5 students in Texas makes it through the education system with any form of post-high school credentials.
By the time youth reach high school, many have behaviors that appear apathetic or rude. The reality is that they feel hopeless because they are failing. Wesley's program intentionally focuses on relationship building that meets them where they are. It's their voice, their choice, their future. We just provide the opportunity.
Adult workforce, filling the middle skills gap. 2 in 5 jobs in Houston are middle skills. Too many adults lack the education and skills to contribute to the future economy as they have no credentials beyond a high school diploma. A significant number are stuck in low-wage jobs. For most to achieve, they need more opportunities to gain education and training to help them achieve.
Wesley created the Bridge program to bridge the educational gaps. It moves individuals from a middle school level to a high school level to a college level and then into the employment world. We know that Houston has a huge middle skills gap. We are one of those agencies that's helping to fill that void. We provide a pathway of academic instruction, career guidance, and support services to improve career readiness. Our goal is to enable students who lack a secondary credential to earn one during our program.
I've taken Bridge 1 and Bridge 2 classes here, and it's helped me because after being out of school for so many years, it refreshes you. It helps you, getting back your math and your writing skills, because I've always struggled with writing. And I just finished the Bridge 2 class, and I actually wrote an essay, and I know I struggled, but she told me that I did really good on it. I will be starting phlebotomy on the 29th of this month, and I'm taking little baby steps trying to go back to nursing school, because that's my goal, to be a registered nurse with the BSN. My oldest wants to be a doctor, so I want him to see me as a nurse so he can be motivated, say, hey, my mom's a nurse, well, I can be a doctor. I want him to go higher than me. And my little one, he says that he wants to be a cop. I want them, to be what they want to be. If I can do it, I know they can do it too.
Being the only American born in my family and needing support on occasion, I always recognized and remember how Wesley House was the place that my mom and my dad found answers to difficult and sometimes complicated questions. And so Wesley House was a true service center, supporting the neighbors around the community. But also, Wesley House was a place where if you were in need, if you had some difficulty, some challenge in your life, it was a support center. Not caring about your background, not caring where you came from, but only understanding that you needed help and you needed someone to help you navigate through particular systems and bureaucracies. Those experiences and understanding those examples as a young kid, I believe served me well as a police officer, as a member of Houston City Council, and obviously as a sheriff of the largest county in the state of Texas. That leadership, that sense of support, that sense of public service and servant leadership, all I believe I got to see right here as a young person in Wesley House.